Hello everyone, Kaviman here with another trading tutorial. So in this video we are going to look at the trading view, basically for tracking the market. If you know about what we call the candlesticks, this is what is going to show you candlestick charts and all sorts of information about where the market is moving. So everything about chart analysis, the tool that you need. You can notice we also have the Uganda. Track the market, track the charts. So to get started with TradingView, let's get started by from this right here. This video I'm going to take you through the whole of TradingView, dashboard, the tools, and how you can use it to up your trading game. So let's get started by clicking on with things like the indicators. That's what that's some of the things we're going to look at, the indicators. Notice the screen is full of lines. Those are some of the indicators and some super advanced indicators. You probably heard of MACD. I'm going to talk about all that stuff. I'm going to look at how TradingView will help you do the technical analysis, because when you're going to trade, you have two types of analysis: the technical and the fundamental analysis. So fundamental analysis is going to include things like the economic calendar, let's say the interest rates on bank loans, things like inflation data, things like the GDP, the gross domestic product, and things like that, the unemployment rate. So when you're talking about the technical analysis, we mean the candlestick charts. I know you guys are a fan of candlesticks. Those candlesticks, I'm a fan too. So that is what you're going to talk about, the candlestick charts, and then the trends. So these lines are trend lines. They tell you where the market is heading, or they tell you the trend, the last period. For example, you notice down here we have the time, like shows you the trend for the day, for the year. It allows you to choose like a specific time span or time period. So we're also going to look at things like the support and resistance. So when you find something like this comes down here, we have this line here. So this line will become the support, right? So when it comes back right here, it hits on the support and it goes back. So that's a basic analysis of what we call the support and resistance. So the resistance line will be up here, support down here. Even here it might be the same thing. You might see that there is support and the resistance up here. So it comes and hits the resistance, goes back to the support and pushes it, the support pushes it back up again. So the thing continues like that. That's support and resistance. And we are also going to look at indicators. I've already talked about these things like those, the lines, there's the MACDs, there's the MA, there's a lot of stuff we are going to look at. There's SMA. SMA means simple moving average. MA is moving average. So EMA is exponential moving average. Let's just continue with those are called the indicators. The moving average, the SMA, the EMA, the MACD, RSI. That is all what we call the indicators. Alright, so candlestick patterns, those ones we are going to look at them in another tutorial. Then we have the chart patterns. Those come in handy as multiple candlestick patterns. So we have candlesticks, but then we have some kind of a pattern. So when you see multiple candlesticks, they give you some kind of a pattern. We are going to look at a few of these, not all of them. But the point of this tutorial is to give you a clue on how the trading will help you to do all this technical analysis. So the breakout patterns, those ones are also a little bit advanced. I think those will be for another tutorial. So let's get started with the technical analysis using TradingView. So all this stuff here is trading ideas, crypto news, US stock news, stock gainers. Everything is here on the TradingView website to help you up your trading game. Alright, so if you are talking about brokers, we talked about the best 10 brokers in the last video. Also on the website, you can check that out. So these are some of the brokers supported by TradingView. Remember, you can trade using the MetaTrader 5, MetaTrader 4, but you can also trade using TradingView. And these are some of the brokers that you can connect to your TradingView account. And if you are not ready yet to invest in any of the brokers, you can use what we call paper trading, which is basically the demo version of TradingView. Okay, so now that you have seen the TradingView website, let's take a quick look at the products here. You have the calendar, you have the new news, the portfolios, the trading ideas, the indicators and strategies, which I believe are in the premium version, which you can start for free, but there's also stuff that you have to pay for TradingView. So we have assets like says the stocks, the crypto. These are some of the stuff you can be able to trade. This is some of the stuff you can be able to track. Alright, the brokers, we have talked about this, and then download. Okay, now this is what you have been looking for. The downloads, you have to go to desktop. Notice you can also get the one for the mobile app, but for us we just need to go to desktop, and then we go to Windows and click download. And once that has downloaded, a cool nice desktop experience, I'm going to take you through. But you notice you can also get the app for your Mac, for your Linux, for your Android, for your Apple. Even inside the browser, you can launch it inside the browser. So when you launch it inside the browser, it launches this full screen right here, which brings up the chart. So if you want to use the home page, always use this button right here. You are on the home page. Just go to products and super charts. That will also take you to the same screen. Alright, so let's take a look at this screen before we go to the installation, before we install it to our computer. So right here, you can be able to zoom in using the scroll, okay, and then you can also click and drag to move through, and also you can be able to zoom in like that, a bit more. Some of the stuff you can do, click and drag, move around like this, move backward, and then let's start from up here. So go search, so you are going to search what you want to see right here in the candlestick chart. So we want to look at crypto, and we want to look at BTC, USD. So that's one of the most common pairs or crypto pairs. So right now we are looking at, notice up here, you can see that we are looking at this. So you notice up here we are looking at BTC. Even here it's indicated Bitcoin and USD on the bitmap. By the way, if you notice, you can also use the data from Binance. This is simply where the data is being collected from. Data from Binance, data from OKX, Uganda, Bitfinex, etc. So let's get data from Binance anyway. Alright, so this is what we have, and then next one is the what we call the time frame. So the time frame right now we are looking at a day. What this means is each candle right here, each candle that you see, the candle opens, the red one opens up, but the green one opens down. So the green one opens down and goes up. But these long ones, which they call wicks, those ones come in because the candle might have gone up like this and come back at a certain point. So if you want to see that clearly, we can see from a smaller time frame. So you notice we have all the time frames from one day to hours. This is for hours. You notice if you come close, you notice that the movements of the candle start to be clear. So we go to 1 hour and we go to 45 minutes, go to 15 minutes, go to 5 minutes. I think we need to zoom in. Something is weird now. Something doesn't appear right. Maybe try to refresh this page. Let's first go back to the higher time frame, like 45, like 4 hours. 4 hours was clear. Okay, now trying to zoom in and then using click and dragging. So to confirm that this candle is right now is moving, and as I said, the red one opens from up and closes from down. But this week shows that it came this point at some time, it went back. So to confirm that it's moving, you notice on the left hand side, on the right hand side, right here, you notice 1, 18, and then 53, counting downwards. So 1 hour is remaining on these 4 hours in order for this candle to close, and then we have another candle coming. Okay, so that's the basics of candlestick. So this is what we call the candlestick pattern, sorry, the chart patterns. So chart patterns can be seen using candlesticks, or we can be seen using lines like that. This is what we call the chart types. Try another chart type. Can find something like step lines, which I don't know if people can use, but for me I mostly like this candlestick. Is also this one here. So let me just keep this one. This one looks very similar to candlesticks. So let's just stick to candlesticks because that's what I already see most people using, but that's also what works for me best. Just choose what works for you best. Any options here? Anyways, so before we move on, if you know from this hour thing here, from the time frame or the time interval, you also notice down below on the left hand side you have them right here. So this one is not the interval for the candle, but this time for the whole what you see up here. So let's say 1 day. That means we are looking at a time frame of 1 day. And then we say 5 days. That means we are looking at this whole time frame from here to here, 5 days. And 1 month, and you notice that from 10th to 10th, from 10th of whatever year, what don't know which year this is, 2025. So if you bring your cursor or your mouse, sorry, within the chart, notice that you have this, something down below. The first one on the left hand side is the price at which you are. So we are at this side, we are at 82. You notice this one is counting 92, and if we move our cursor up here. You notice we are also at 92 on the right hand side. So below, down below, have the day, the date, and even the time. So from 9th, from 9th November to 9th December. So you notice that's 1 month. That's the time frame or the time interval. Okay, so now that you have gotten that, let's proceed. 6 months, the whole of 6 months, July through up to December, and the whole year from January to December. Alright, so let's proceed with 1 day, and let's proceed with time frame of 4 hours for each candlestick. Candlestick is for 4 hours, 3 hours. There is some advertising. Can I close this? Okay, I think I have to first log in now. But from the home page, if you want to log in, by the way, just click on get started for free or get started right here. I should have showed you that at the beginning. But in any case, these are the plans right here. Besides the free plan, free forever plan, also pay this, you get more indicators, as I'm going to be showing you, price alerts, some other fancy stuff, free trial for 30 days. Okay, so let's go to sign up free right here. Just click on sign up. By the way, I can also use my link in the description of this video. Alright, so we have logged back in, so I'm going to just refresh this page. The thing is, I have already made some settings here, which I'm also going to show you. So I've showed you this. The reason we have many of these here is because I've just clicked on the stars here. So if you click on this star for 3 hours, the hour also appears and stays there. Okay, next we have already seen these ones, types of candles, and I don't want the lines. I'll just move the lines, and I will stay with candles. I just go to this candles chart. So now let's look at the indicators. So the indicators will help you confirm the movement or the trend of the market. So for example, let's look at some of the technical indicators. We have the double EMA. Let's put this down, this one, click it now. When it comes to indicators, I'm only limited, I think, to 2, and right now I already have this one, which is called, on the left hand side you'll see the name of this, the current indicators that you are using. So I'm using an indicator called MA cross, which is those 2 lines that you see, the green and the orange. And then there is also one called engulfing bull, which are these indicators that are showing the engulfing bullish trend. So it shows that there is candle which is bigger than the previous candle, and this specific candle is a bullish candle. By the way, the bullish is the green, the red one is called the bearish. I'm sure you have probably heard of that stuff. So when they talk about the bullish market, that means the market is going upwards. And when we talk about bearish market, that means the market is going downwards. So this here is a very good example. Right here. It's going down like this. That's what you call the bearish. And it's going up like this. That's what we call the bullish. So when it's bullish, you just click buy. For example, if you notice, if you take okay, there we go, my guy. So if you've taken, if you've done your technical analysis and based on your analysis, you know it's going to go upwards. So you place your bets right here, click on buy, and by the way, if you want to do trading without investing your money, you can start with this one, what you call the paper trading. You can also start with demo. Most of those trading apps like Paperstone, Binance, OKX, Bybit, and all those others that we looked at in the previous tutorial. And the website is a blog post full of that information. So we looked at all these ones, even IC Market, they have demo accounts. So the demo account or the simulator, broker simulator by TradingView is called paper trading. So you just click on it and you click on connect to start trading with demo trading. So I don't know if I placed it at the right place. I might have placed it on the wrong place. This one, let's see, paper trading, orders. There is no trading data here. Positions, there is no open position. Okay, no position yet. So that was just connected paper trading. Now it's green. That means it's connected. That text right there indicates it's connected. That means you can start trading here. So let's first zoom in again, now that you know what is bullish and what is bearish. So this one was a very good bullish trend, and then it seems like we have started some kind of a bearish trend. So let's first zoom in. And also if you want to also make this candle a little bit longer, use this, right? You could just come on the right hand side and use this like this. Alright, so we can also zoom in again to make these candles a little bit bigger. So right now I might say it might be a little bit, because I've seen using this MA cross, moving average cross, if it comes like this and then the green one crosses through, and a good example will be here, like when it came through and the green one crosses through, it goes on top of it, and there's a big space right there. For example, here usually there's a big space between the two. So the two are MA9 and MA21. Okay, so I might say maybe you want to say sell from here, and when you say sell, you say you choose the market. That means you don't choose at the current market price, and then you mostly have to put like take profit, where you want to take your profit, but we can set this later. I'll show you how to set this later. I think that's it for market. If you want to just quickly sell, just click on market and click on sell. Okay, so that's what we call short. But when they say long, it means you are buying. When they say short, yeah, it means you are selling. So now we have gone short. Now when you notice right here, the right hand side, we have gotten some kind of plus, which is the profit right now, because it's going in the correct direction that we set. But if it goes back up, we don't want to lose our profit, so that's what we call the stop loss. That's where the stop loss comes in. So we can click and drag the stop loss right here, and we just click confirm like that, and then take profit. We say we want to take profit maybe up to right here. Okay, and then click confirm. That's how you do trading in TradingView. Once you have connected your broker. But now, right now, we are using what we call the paper trading or the demo trading. Now, my demo account had, I think, amount of, how do I say, like 10,000. I think the account had like 10,000 account balance right here. That's account balance, and then we are trading. We have gotten some profit. Now, the best thing to do right here, if I see that I have some profit of mine, I could just close right away with profit before this thing goes back up and I go into loss. Okay, but I might just leave it there for you to see. But right now you can see that we have profit here. We are targeting this, and our stop loss is at minus $16. So we say that if it goes back up to minus 16, it stops there, doesn't go. I don't lose all my money. That's the thing, or that's the use of a stop loss. So let's just close this trade with our small profit of $40. In demo trading, did I make a loss instead? So if you want to see if you made a loss or a profit, you go to the order history. Yeah, but I think you have gotten the idea. Because right now you see like it's not a clear trend. It's what we call consolidation. There's no clear trend. The thing is just moving sideways. So right here there's a small bump, but not a good one. It's not a very big one. That's how the market keeps on moving, just like that, up and down. Sometimes you get these huge bumps, like this one, huge bump. Then we have this one like sideways. So right now we are looking at dailies. So you find that the whole day the thing was in sideways movement, and then we got a small bump from 9 down here. You see the time, Tuesday, December. You get a small bump, a huge bump, that is small one from the price at 90,000 went up to 94, 95, or 94. In from 9 to 12 within like 3 hours. Imagine. But this whole time right here was within consolidation. But it depends on the time frame that you are trading. You are trading on a 4 hour. Might find some depends on your time frame. Also depends on the type of trader that you are. It's what we call the scalping. It's what we call the day trading. So the day trading are the ones who trade a lot of time during the day, but scalping is something different. It tells you like how much time they spend on day trading. So someone could be a day trader, but they trade like hours of this time frame, like they trade for hour, 3 hour. Someone can be day trader, but they trade like 1 minute. So those are the ones that they call scalpers. That's what they call scalping. Anyways, I hope I don't have any other position running right now. First zoom again one last time. Okay, so when it's not a clear trend, don't want to be trading. Might fall into what we call a breakout. But here I see that we can try to sell again. Let's try to sell again on market price. Just click on sell. Okay, so we have placed it right here. We can click on take profit. and confirm and click on stop loss of 50 and confirm minus 50. So we are waiting for this thing to reach here. We get to take our profit, or we can also adjust it. Just click it and adjust and confirm. So once it reaches here, it automatically take profit of mine of plus 75, and then we want to reduce the loss to 18, 7 minus 17. So that means, but this one is not a good place to put the stop loss. Usually there is a tool that is used to do this. You notice up here we already have these tools, but you get these tools from the left hand side. So from the left hand side we have the tools for doing basic analysis like the trend lines. Click on this trend line and you can draw a line right here. Click here, yeah. Then you can also draw a line. Click it again to draw another line right here and right here. So that's one tool. I think we hit what we call the stop loss. Notice? So if we hadn't put the stop loss, you could be going more into more loss, more loss, more loss. But with the stop loss, it helps you stop that big loss that you might have made when you are wrong, because in most cases you're not right. Yeah, but if you get most of the trades right, which means you get more profit than loss. That's the game. Anyways, so let's move on. I was talking about this site here, and I was saying there's a tool that we can use to do something like a test. All these tools can help you do what we call the analysis on the charts, but they are a little bit advanced like this one. We are going to be looking at those in later tutorials, but let's look at the basic ones, and most of these you probably won't be using. But the most common one here is for long position and for short position. We have already talked about what long is and what short is. Long you are buying, short you are selling. So for example here we say maybe we want to place a buy, click here, and you say you're going to start from here, and this is showing you how much profit you will probably take, then how much loss. So let's say right here. So you have to wait until the candlestick, last candlestick closes to the bullish side, upside here. That's when you get your profit, when the candlestick closes to this line. So if it happens that they come up to this side, it's the stop loss to stop here. Otherwise, you keep in loss. Okay, keep in loss until you get what you call, most people call it blowing your account. We might call it a wipeout or something like that. So how many accounts have you blown so far? I wonder. So anyways, I think we managed to come back to this time frame of 1 minute, and you notice right now the movement is more clear. You can clearly see how the candles are moving. Let's zoom in again, and this one is really not moving at all. Let's see the next candle. This one is closing within 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just in 1 second, you notice that big huge movement. So that's how the movement of candlestick. So this one closes down here, as I mentioned. The red one opens up, closes down. The green one opens down and closes up. These lines, they call them wicks. Alright, so we've been looking at this tool. I've showed you the long, and now it's going down. Maybe you place the short, so they take profit when it comes up to down up to this side. Yeah, stop loss. if it happens to go back up the opposite direction. So the other tools here are like the text. You might want to type something here like TradingView tutorial. You can move it around, so you can change the color right here, size, text size, more settings here like text background, the border, and so much more. So these are the settings for each element that is selected. You get its settings right here. You can move this thing around. So this is the text, and there's also the brush tools, also the arrows. So you can use this arrow like and point at something, change its color, whatever. And even lock it so that it doesn't move. So that you don't click and move it. So we have the ruler, we have the zooming tool. So if you just want to zoom in just a certain point, right now I think we are zoomed into the maximum. We try to zoom out a little bit and use the zoom in button again. Just click once. I think we can also use this minus now, plus minus. Also the magnet tool. I think that's enough for these tools today. So maybe the other tool that you probably want to check out is this replay tool. So once you click it, you can say I want to replay this trade right here which I failed. I failed right here. I can use this tool, I guess. Premium users only. Yeah, but the indicators, just go to indicators and search the current indicator that you want. Maybe first close this engulfing ball and search it again. Engulf bullish. Click it, comes back here. Same with these ones. The moving average. The other indicator is the volume, which is down below. You can click on this eye icon to hide it or to show it, and then it's setting. Now last thing I wanted to show you is if you right click inside here, inside the chart view, click on settings. This is where I change the color symbol, its color, the candlestick. So you can choose, maybe you want a blue candle. I don't want a blue candle. I will stay with my red candle, red and green. Yeah, but if you go back to settings, you can also choose to show certain stuff, but also the settings, the background, like you want a white background. I don't want a white background. Let's just stick to black background, and the color of the text that shows all the settings right here. The alerts, status lines. Yeah, but that's basically all the settings for the trading view. This one is the workspace. So I will save the changes for this workspace. You can also to call it the layout. So you can save or create a new layout, and you can change the settings and save it again. So another layout, in order to create another layout, if you want to buy the premium plan, you can use the 30 days free trial. So for the free plan, we are limited to only one layout. It's not bad. The settings again, which you can access here, you can also access up here. Then for trading, just click on trade and start your trading, whether you want to stock market type of orders. These are the type of orders that you can place. I've already showed you how to place orders using these two buttons here, but it's also good to know that you can access it right here. once you have ideas to share or you want to join the community, you can click on publish, and you can also start posting like articles and blog posts. So recording videos to post or just writing a small note. Now this section right here, it includes what we call the watch list, and the watch list is just a watch list where that you can search and you want to be watching a certain pair. Just click on it. Colors show what we call priority. You can call it priority or important, how important it is to you. So I also want to watch something from the stocks, which is euro and USD. So let's be in Forex, not in stocks. Euro USD from Uganda on plus. So you notice it appears down here. So I can move it up here, Euro USD. Can also delete some of these ones which I have not put there. That's what we call the watch list. It's the first one here. Next is the alerts. Next is charting. But this one, the watch list, is one of the most important ones. They have platform for coding and calendars. Shows you the most important events, the market, then the community, those posts that you have been seeing on the website, and the notifications, plus the rest of the other tools that we saw from the home page. So now that we have gotten a proper overview of what TradingView does, let's go to download again. So we already clicked on download, but if you haven't, you just go to this button right here, more, and go to desktop and click download it. It comes to your desktop and just click on install. So you just click on it to run. Just find it in your folder where it's downloaded and you click on run as an admin or something like that. If you just double click it, it should be installing right now as this guy looks at. Okay, now for some reason desktop version is not installing, but what you can do, come back in the next tutorial where I show you how to install the desktop version, but at least you now know how it works. I might also drop a video showing you how to use it on the mobile phone. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you found it helpful, please be sure to click on the like button, share the video with your friends, and just don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And check out the latest video, the previous video, if you want to learn more about the brokers that you can use. You can connect right here beside the demo or the paper trading to start trading using TradingView. Also, don't forget to check out my website for the full blog post on the best 10 brokers that you can use. Whether you are using the XNES, also have that full blog post about the best crypto trading apps that you can use. So one last thing, remember to use my affiliate link down here in the video description. So again, thank you very much for joining me in this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.